morning, sunshine.
Hello, Gina. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing well.
All right, you
Hello.
guys. Craig, you were gonna dig in. Do you remember?
No. I
Well, so here's
remember I was supposed to make calls, right?
yeah, but even more than that. Okay, let me see. So the board got updated with the password change to scoreboard. And I know that Kay has her stuff in here and I have my stuff in here, and you were going to talk about that and kind of how you felt about it. I don't see anybody else's stuff in here, or maybe it's because Ava had the flu and couldn't get it out in time, and I completely respect that. So I'm going to
No,
share the screen.
no, I didn't put mine in, but I
Okay.
know my
Yeah,
number.
I missed mine for the last couple of days, but I also missed my goal. So I'm pretty upset with myself right now for not doing what I said I was going to do.
Well,
I
hang
did
on.
about half of it.
Well, let's get you guys updated. Can you guys see the board in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So Kay, you had 20 calls from the other board, which we transferred over.
Yeah.
What else have you done? Let's get us
Well,
updated.
I I showed, and I'm trying to get the numbers for skip tracing to do my follow-up calls on the letters that I sent out. And I'm still waiting for that to come back, but I have plenty of names to call. I just didn't do it, and
Okay,
I have
well,
no excuses.
that's so cool. Did you make more than 20 phone calls?
Pardon?
Did you make any more than your 20 phone calls?
I made 6 more.
Perfect. I got you updated to 26. Okay, Gina, I did 3 phone calls. Anna, batch film 1 day a week.
I have failed. I have
Okay.
absolutely
Okay.
failed.
Agree.
I filmed a couple for TikTok, but I can't consider that a batch filming day, especially since I'm nowhere close to even editing them. So I'm looking for a VA for that at this point, because I know I'm not going to be able to get there.
I totally understand the editing. I spent my TikTok that I spent all day in between meetings. If I had 5 minutes, I grabbed it and edited it. And all it was a 60-second video. And I took it down to 47. And even then I couldn't figure out how to make the captions misspelled the word right for right and things like that. And I was like, screw it. People are going to think I'm an idiot. I don't care. You're getting posted. I'll get better at it.
I love that.
Thank you. Craig.
Yeah. So I made 22 calls total.
Perfect. That's okay. We'll dig into that. Actually, Craig, you're going to dig into that in a minute. Catherine, any conversations? You're going to do 3.
I don't think that I didn't even see the filming to know what all I was supposed to do, but no,
Okay.
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Kim, you were going to do a video a day.
I did 3 this week. Well, I have 1 scheduled for today, so 3 total.
Perfect. And by the way, I just called you Kim because that's what Ava put on the board. Is that okay?
It's okay. Yes, that's fine.
All right. I just want to make sure that are you a Kimberly or a Kim or?
It doesn't matter, both.
All right, sweetie, thank you. And then Liz is not on this phone call that I saw. She's somewhere around
She's in
Florida.
Florida.
Okay. All right. At this point, Kay, you're on top.
I have
So,
a question.
yes.
When I opened this thing up, after Ava sent it out, it said I had 20 there, and I removed them.
Oh, I probably put it, or what? Oh, you know what it was? Because I'd asked Ava, I'm like, did you, because we had the other board, but it wasn't right. And so I'm like, can you fix it? And she just built another board and did it that way. And I said, did you transfer over Kay's stuff? And she said, yes. And I saw that it wasn't transferred over. So I just did it. She transferred Kay's numbers to you.
Oh,
So
good.
you were
Okay.
rocking there.
I want to make sure, because I went, oh no, there ain't no way I'm going to hit 20.
Okay. So what we have right now is Kay at 26, Craig at 22, Gina at 3, and Kim at 3. And all right, so Craig, thoughts, ideas, what are you noticing? And it can be personal, it can be about the group, it can go any direction you want to go. Go.
Okay. So what I noticed when I did the calls, they got easier, for one. So I picked the easy calls purposely.
Uh-huh.
The harder calls, like I still have 2 for sale by owners that I've said I was gonna call all week and I still haven't called them. But the sphere of influence, the ones that know, love, and trust you, they really know, love, and trust you. And they will respond well, and I learned that I actually got some business from it. So I learned that I need to continue doing this, on a consistent basis.
I love that. Okay, so you sphere not no problems, got it, it's working, it's all good. FSBOs and reaching out to that kind of stuff harder, haven't done it, delayed it for whatever reason, procrastinated. Let's just call it that.
Yeah,
When is it? So congratulations on doing that. Very
thank
much
you.
so. You're welcome. And then as far as reaching back out to, take your pick, either your sphere or your FSBOs, pick one. Let's do the hard one. Let's do FSBOs. Is there been a time in the past when you were faced with a situation that was somewhat similar to this and where you succeeded? Well, what was that time and what did it look like? And it can be from anything that even remotely has some little connection in there, or it can be pure real estate. It doesn't matter. Just, is there a time in your past where you've had a situation where you procrastinated, struggled with something, overcame it, succeeded? What was that?
It's probably too many to mention.
You go, honey.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So it was in the past with another FSBO. I didn't get the listing, but it was $1 million listing on the lake. And I went and knocked on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been procrastinating because I fish right around that area. I would pass by the house all the time and say, hey, I'm gonna knock on the door. Then I even went on forSaleByOwner.com and got their number. I said I was gonna call them, never did. So one day I just walked up to the door, and the lady came to the door, talked to her. She invited me in. Her husband was there. Talked to both of them, really nice people. They invited me to come back to sit down. And then they actually sent me down the street to another neighbor who was selling by owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sat down with them as well. And I didn't get either listing,
Uh-huh.
but it was a cool experience though.
Okay. What did you learn out of it?
I learned that all FSBOs aren't mean. Some of them are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They just want what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Knowing that these ones aren't mean, does that help you going forward with approaching these?
No.
Okay, let's dig in further. When's a time in your past that you had something you procrastinated on when you finally did it and it was a success?
I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna take a lot of thought.
Okay, what I am going for here is when times are good, sing and jump and shout and keep momentum going and keep, you're behind the rock, pushing it downhill, keep pushing that rock downhill because it's super easy to push a rock downhill. Hello, it takes nothing. When times are hard or you're struggling with something, the way forward is backwards, which is so counterintuitive. But if you really look at your life, you'll probably see that that's what's happened before. When you're going through something really tough, it really helps to look back and remember, hang on, I've been through crap before and I was through this, and this, and still standing here. So clearly existed through it. And I've faced a situation similar to this before, and this is what I did. And the reason why I think that is so critical and important is because you have it in you. I know you have it in you. I know everybody has it in them. We've all survived 100, and I've said this before too, we've all survived 100% of everything life's ever thrown at us so far. And here we are. And so you have the answers inside you, you have the strength inside you, you have the ability to overcome and conquer and everything else inside of you. And it helps sometimes to be able to look backwards and go, this is a really, what is, maybe even if you can't think of a time you procrastinate, what is just a really hard as hell time that you were like, I don't think I'm going to make it through this. And you flipping made it through. Like you made it through.
Yeah. Probably when I was homeless.
See, and you made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like made it. And I'm sure, I mean, at times you must have felt, how did you feel at times going through it?
Oh, useless.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think that I could, at that time, I didn't think I could overcome it.
No, some we don't. We
Yeah.
don't. It looks like this. So, okay, so what was it that was the first, like, what was I remember being super depressed one time, like massively depressed. And the thing that got me through it, I remember the turning point. And the turning point was my dear friend Otis, who's now passed away. His house burnt down, his whole house burnt down, and he lost everything. And all of a sudden I realized I got out of my own head in this downward spiral that I was in. And I suddenly realized there are people out there that have lost a lot more than you've lost. Like, you know, you just, they're going through rough times, worse than yours by far.
Yeah.
And I had this statue thing that he loved in my house. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give this, he loved this thing. And I wrapped it up and gave it to him. And I'm like, I know it's nothing. And I know you've gone through a fire. And I don't even know if he cared at that point. You know what I mean? I don't know. All I know was that for me to give something, to care more about another person's pain than my own pain, and to give was the beginning of the road for me to pull out of that black hole. And so I can go, that was the point right there. Is
Okay.
the point that you had during that period where you're like, that was the beginning of the turnaround?
Yeah. Because, you know, I was going through depression as well. And, you know,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I wanted to like end it all. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But my daughter, I would look at her picture and I kept saying that I wanted to live to see her to get married and have her own children. And you just made me realize that now she's married and she's about to have children. Right.
Bingo!
Wow.
Now
Wow,
you gotta be able
thank
to
you.
live to stay and play with them kids.
You're right.
And show them what an amazing grandfather is, who goes out and accomplishes things that he doesn't think that he can, and that everybody, or maybe his own self, said he couldn't, and does it anyway.
True.
What a great
So I gotta call the FSBO so I can take care of the grandchildren.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. When times are really, really bad, go back there and go find that thing, because that thing is still in you. And all the overcoming things that you've overcame, whatever, and the stuff that we've learned, that's all our tools. And would you not say that you are in a couple of things? One, would you not say that you know a whole hell of a lot more about life than you knew back then?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And would you not say you have more resources, mentally, physically, actual resources on every level?
Yeah.
Yep. And wisdom?
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't even know what else. Probably if you sat there and counted, you probably come up with a dozen things that you have more now than you had then.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna do that.
yeah, does that not make you, like, whatever you're facing, whatever we are facing, all of us, myself included on this, this is like let's us, we have the resources, and we're facing it because we have the resources. And when we run away from whatever the thing is, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But when we run towards it and we actually accomplish it, we learn that we are bigger than whatever that beast is that's out there. Whatever it is, we're bigger than it. And we are bigger than it. We're bigger than every single one we faced. You are bigger than homelessness. You are bigger than all that. You are massively bigger than that. And you keep on working out, it'll be even bigger than that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, how do you feel?
I feel like I have something to look forward to.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That is a very good thing. I love that. Okay, thank you for that, Craig. As always, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I needed that.
You're very, very welcome. I was this today because I only have 3 phone calls out of, I should have 10 up on this board, or at least 8 if we don't count today. So I only have that. And I was like, all right, Gina, what the hell's going on? And what are you doing? And it's like, well, you put your head down and focused on getting the book done, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't, there's no excuses. That's just what I did. It's not an excuse. It's just what I did. And so what are you going to do to rectify it? And then I was listening to a short little, listen to something as somebody quoted T.S. Eliot about the way forward is backwards and backward, and how you go full circle. But when you come back to the place that you started from, you realize that everything has changed and it's you. Nothing has changed for the place. Everything has changed as you. It's something like that. Some poem they wrote. And I was like, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's what it is. And so I really looked at myself too and went, all right, what is your way forward, backward through this, conversely, to get there? So I'm also encouraged myself, which is why I love teaching this class or working with you guys, because it helps me teach myself too. So today, my thing that I'm doing is everybody that came to the class, 4 of them were us, 8 of them were his. And that might be maybe 4 were us, and then -2, whatever, 6 are his, something like that, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to reach out to those 6 people. 3 of them are interested in being in my database, but I'm going to reach out to all of them and just say, thank you, and see if I can't put them in the database and start marketing. So that's a good half dozen calls. And if they all pick up, I will hit my number. Actually, I'll still be 1 short, whatever, I'll figure that out. But the way backwards is forwards. And that's what I did. I was like, okay, look back at your week. What can you do? What can you do? So kind of a lame way, not nearly as deep and as good as yours. But I'm grateful. Really grateful for you guys.
Gina,
Okay.
just an FYI, that lady, that German lady,
Yeah, she only on my Facebook page.
she absolutely despises EXP, like with a passion. Very outwardly expressive of her hatred of EXP. Just an FYI.
I didn't know that.
You know
And
how to
she's,
structure your arguments with her and your discussion with her.
yeah, I didn't know that. And she's my Facebook friend.
Is she?
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she
Oh,
is.
she had made so many comments about EXP. When she starts talking, I don't know. I get like this. I don't know.
Pull down the shade.
Did she Killer Williams?
the-
I'm not
I
sure who
don't
she's
know where
with.
she's at. All I know is that I think after she expressed herself that first time around, I'm like, you don't know where the rest of them are from. Why would you even say something like that?
Hang on,
You
Yeah.
don't know where
What was her
everyone else is from.
Heike.
Just don't.
Heike what though? Because Heike,
Middleman or something like that.
she's with EXP.
What?
Huh.
Her
How
Facebook.
is she with the XP? She was like, it is such a horrible model. Just
When did
make
she
sure
say
it's
that?
because Ron had mentioned something about launching an affiliate program for Hoodo. And she's like, just make sure it's not like this horrid structure that EXP has or something. And I was like, what are you talking about, lady? I don't know where she was from. I have no idea, but it didn't sound like she was part of it, or if she is, maybe reluctantly so. I don't know.
That is very strange because that is definitely what she shows up at as Dallas living, yeah, realtor to Richardson, Texas from Wormelskirchen or whatever. So interesting.
Wow,
Wow,
interesting. Okay.
oh, the plot thickens.
I know, right?
That's fun. Okay, so I have met a ton of people when I was a Keller Williams team leader, and they hated KW. And it was, and it's part of the process. So in the very beginning, it's who are you? Because KW was tiny. And then it was like, oh yeah, I know about you. And kind of like this. And then it was like, I flipping hate you guys. And then it was like, all right, we're coming over, because
Yeah.
you're doing that. And then it's like, Keller Williams rocks. And so I just watched the progression. And when they hate you, that means that you're threatening on some level or something's going on. Maybe she had a bad experience. I don't know. Because it could definitely be that too. But yeah, this will be interesting. So I made sure that I didn't mention any EXP on purpose, and didn't go that direction because that's not what it's about. But at some point, obviously people are going to know, and then we're going to go from there and anything. Anyway. Okay. Who wants to lead next week? Next Friday, going through the scoreboard and kind of talking, going through that. Can't be Craig. He's already down.
Is this when we get to vote for Bree again?
We can use-
I'll do the scoreboard next
Yes.
Friday.
Yes. All right, Kay, you're on next week. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Favoriteest people in the entire world. I got to run because I got to drive 45 minutes to a doctor appointment and I have to be there in 40. So this is, piece of cake. So I hope you guys have amazing Fridays. Thank you for all the support that you guys give me as always. I just, I feel so loved by this group. And by the way, our conversation that we had Tuesday, that amazingly deep conversation, I don't know how many people that I've gotten to share that with, just little bits and pieces of this group and how amazing you guys are. So again, just grateful to all you guys. And I hope your weekends are blessed and beautiful, as blessed and beautiful as you all are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Convos only count if they're new, right? For this thing?
Not mine. My combos are mostly, my combos aren't new. Because your sphere won't be a new combo.
Okay, because
You-
I
this-
do.
Hang on a second. This is your scoreboard. You get to decide what you feel is going to be the number one thing for you to do your business forward. You get to decide. You're in control. It's your stuff.
Well, then I can put down 2 at least down.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put down 2 for you.
All
There you
right.
go. All right. That just popped you up to number 5. Good job. All right. Okay, you
All right.
guys. Have amazing weeks. I will see you all Monday night. And if I don't see you before. Okay.
All right. Have a
All
good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your
Bye.
weekend.
You guys have a good one.